What's the first thing you notice when you enter a building? If you're like most people, chances are you'll first notice the floors. Beautiful floors enhance your business's appeal. And since they're one of the first things people notice about your business, they tell a great deal about your priorities, that you take pride in your business and your job. Beautiful floors don't get that way by accident. They're the result of careful attention and regular maintenance with high-quality floor care products, like Zepp's Next Step Floor Care System. This complete floor care program meets your every need, from daily mopping to periodic stripping, burnishing, and restoring. This program will demonstrate the most effective way to maintain the beauty and resilience of your floors using the Zepp Next Step Floor Care System. The first step to a lustrous floor is to strip off the old, worn-out finish. Do this about every 6 months. For stripping small areas, you will need the following equipment: a dust mop, a mop bucket and wringer, a low-speed machine, a wet-dry vac, a walk-off mat, a putty knife, cotton mops, a black stripping pad, caution hazard signs, Zepp Eager Beaver and pads, Zepp Perimeter, and Zepp Strip Ease. For stripping large areas, you will need an auto scrubber instead of the low-speed machine and the wet-dry vac. Remove all furniture or equipment from the area and place the caution hazard signs around the area. Place a mat near the work area so that you do not track stripper onto other areas. Next, dust mop the area. Remove chewing gum, candy, or tape from the floor by using the putty knife. If there is excessive buildup of old finish around the baseboards, prepare these areas first with Zepp Perimeter. Then, use a Zepp Eager Beaver scrubber brush to loosen the old finish. Mix Zepp Strip Ease in a 1:4 dilution with water. Hot water is preferable. Apply the solution generously to the floor with a cotton mop and allow 5 to 10 minutes of contact time. Mop only an easily manageable area. An area that's too large will allow the stripper to dry and the finish will re-adhere to the floor. For large areas, remove the finish with an auto scrubber equipped with a black stripping pad. First, turn on the brush, then lower it and scrub the entire floor until all of the finish has been removed. Next, turn on the vacuum, lower the squeegee, and pick up the stripper finish solution. Drain the auto scrubber and fill it with fresh, clean water. Then, rinse the floor. Use a cotton mop to rinse areas missed by the auto scrubber. A low-speed machine equipped with a black pad can be used to strip small areas. Be sure to go over the entire area slowly until all the finish and sealer has been removed from the floor. Pick up the stripper finish slurry with a wet-dry vac. Then, rinse with a mop and clean water and allow to dry. The steps involved in applying sealer vary slightly depending on the type of floor you have. You'll need warning signs, a clean rayon loop end mop, a mop bucket, and Zepp floor sealer. Soak the rayon mop in clean water overnight to prevent lint. For all types of floors, first sweep or dust mop the floor. Place signs around the area. Line the bucket with a Zepp trash bag to make cleanup easier. Then pour in the appropriate Zepp sealer. Dip a clean rayon mop into the solution. Wring the mop just enough so that it doesn't drip. Stripe a 3-sided boundary of the area you intend to seal. This becomes an easy visual marker of your location. Apply sealer to the rest of the area in overlapping figure-8 motions. Let the sealer dry, always checking for tackiness before you apply the next coat. This usually takes 30 minutes, depending on humidity and temperature. Apply 2 coats of sealer. After the sealer has dried, it's time to apply the finish. Pour Zepp floor finish into a clean mop bucket with a liner. Then immerse a clean rayon mop into the finish. Wring the mop just enough so that it does not drip. Apply the finish just as you did the sealer, making a boundary stripe first, then using overlapping figure-8 motions to fill in the marked-off area. Allow the finish to dry. Depending on temperature and humidity, this will take between 25 and 45 minutes. Always check for tackiness before applying the next coat. Apply 2 to 3 more coats of finish, depending on the protection and gloss you desire. To keep your floor looking its best, follow a daily and periodic maintenance routine that includes dust mopping, damp mopping or scrubbing, and vacuuming walk-off mats. If you're using an auto scrubber, use a white pad for daily scrubbing and a red pad if you scrub weekly. Dust mopping removes small particles of dust and dirt which can dull your floor and can become trapped or embedded in the new finish. Dust mop as often as possible, but at least daily. Hang the mop up after every use. For damp mopping, you'll need the following: a bucket and wringer, a cotton mop, caution hazard signs, and ZEP pH Perfect. Make a solution of ZEP pH Perfect by following the label instructions for the recommended concentration. Place warning signs in the area to be cleaned. Insert the mop into the cleaning solution and wring it dry. Stripe an area and mop it just as before with overlapping figure-8 motions. Frequently reinsert the mop into the cleaning solution and wring the mop dry. Change the cleaning solution as it gets dirty. Continue mopping until you've covered the entire area. Then rinse with clean water. You should damp mop your floors daily. Walk-off mats play an important role in keeping your floors clean. They should be placed lengthwise along the entrance to a facility. Mats can trap as much as 90% of tracked-in soils, sand, grease, and moisture, so it's important to vacuum them often. Be sure to vacuum in 2 directions to remove ground-in dirt. Mats should also be washed periodically. Restoring your floor periodically maintains a high gloss and removes scratches, black heel marks, and scuff marks. You should first sweep or dust mop. Place signs around the area. Then damp mop. Prepare the Restorer solution. ZEP Burnish Boost should be diluted at 3 to 4 ounces per gallon of cool water. Dip the mop into the Restorer, then wring as dry as possible. Mop the floor as you would with cleaner or finish. Ultra-high-speed burnishing gives your floors a glossy, wet look. Burnish 1 to 3 times per week, or even daily for the highest gloss. You'll need a ZEP Model 20 UHS burnisher or a ZEP propane burnisher. Choose the appropriate burnishing pad based on the finish's burnishing characteristics. Make sure that the floor is completely dry. Tilt the burnisher back when starting it. This prevents the finish from being damaged. Then ease it onto the finish as you start walking. Walk in a straight line, overlapping each pass. Keep moving. Change your pads frequently. Tilt back the burnisher before stopping it. Deep scrubbing with an auto scrubber or low-speed machine is a type of periodic cleaning that removes embedded dirt and scuffs from the finish surface by removing a thin, partial layer of finish. You can then apply a new coat of finish to these areas without worrying about excessive finish buildup. Perform this procedure regularly to keep the highest quality appearance with minimal stripping and refinishing. You'll need an auto scrubber or low-speed machine, cotton mops or wet vacuum, a blue cleaning pad, floor finish, a rayon mop, and for best results, use a burnisher. First, sweep or dust mop the area, then place caution hazard signs. Follow the directions to make a cleaning solution of ZEP Burnish Boost. With an auto scrubber, apply solution to the floor while scrubbing with a blue pad. At the same time, pick up the solution by turning on the vacuum and lowering the squeegee. Scrub the entire area. For best results, burnish the floor once it is dried. Burnishing results in the most level surface to build more gloss. Dust mop after burnishing and before applying finish. Now, apply 1 to 3 coats of floor finish. Spray buffing is performed periodically to remove scuffs and to enhance your floor's gloss. Gather your equipment, a low-speed machine, red pads, ZEP Buff Up, and caution hazard signs. As always, the first step is to sweep or dust mop the floor. Then, place caution signs around the area to be cleaned. Next, damp mop the entire area and allow it to dry. Place a red pad on your low-speed machine. Spray ZEP Buff Up in front of the buffing machine. Be careful not to overspray. Use the machine in a figure 8 pattern, moving in one direction, and work the floor until the gloss is enhanced to your satisfaction. Regardless of your maintenance schedule, the ZEP Next Step Floor Care System is your key to lustrous, beautiful floors. Products designed with your needs in mind every step of the way. ZEP makes it easy to have great-looking floors. Check out the entire line of ZEP Next Step products and equipment. You'll find something to fit your every need with a money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied. For floors that shine, take the next step to ZEP.